Hello and welcome to Lamono's Warrior Macros, Episode 1, HD Remake. And in this video I'm talking about three macros. My all-time favourite macro, a useful one-button rage dump macro, and a macro that just changes the way Heroic Leap works. So starting with my favourite macro of all time, it's a charge hamstring macro. It's pretty simple. It puts charge and hamstring on the same button, and I've also put a cancelaura bladestorm on there as well for good measure. So the way it works, if I charge, I've charged him. Now if I press it again, it's hamstringing. So I'm hamstringing him now, and charge is off cooldown. But even when charge comes off cooldown, because I'll be within the min range for charge, instead of charging him, I'll just continue to apply hamstring. So this macro's really got no negative effects because the max range of hamstring is less than the min range for charge, which means you'll never sort of accidentally confuse one for the other. You'll just charge when you want to charge and hamstring when you want to hamstring. If you're trying to hamstring someone outside your range, you should probably be charging them anyway. And so that's macro. That's that macro. I really like it. I sort of thought of it myself. I looked up, and there are macros pretty much the same on the internet, but you know, I felt a bit of achievement when I thought of this myself all that time ago. Now, the second macro is Heroic Leap macro, and it just is pretty much, you might not be able to see it, /cast and an exclamation mark, Heroic Leap. So what that does is when you spam the button, it just keeps it out, which is very useful if you're trying to fall from the sky and cast it, because as you see, if you just press it normally, this is the normal version, it toggles on and off, and if you then have it out and you click and you can't cast because you're falling and you're not within the range, it'll take it away. So then that's why you need to put it up again. With this macro, it's a little bit easy to do that because it basically means you're keeping it up the whole time. Every time you click to cancel it, you can put it straight up and you don't risk the chance of getting them out of sync. So you're more likely to be successful with your form tricks. That's so gimpy. And final macro is my rage dump macro, which puts Mortal Strike and Heroic Strike on the same button, and this works because Heroic Strike is off the GCD, Mortal Strike is on the GCD, but you can cast them at the same time. Now, they've obviously got slightly different cooldowns, which means they can start, it works when they're out of sync of each other. It works really nice, so if Mortal Strike's off cooldown, you can still use Heroic Strike, and so it's a pretty easy macro to use. I only really use this macro when I'm using Deadly Calm because I'm a slam spec warrior. I don't use Heroic Strike that often because it's not an effective use of rage. However, if I've got 100 rage, you know, I obviously don't want to be sitting around with 100 rage. That's just wasted potential damage. I'll chuck this macro out and get an extra little bit of damage done. Heroic Strike doesn't hit that hard, so I'll just show you how it works. Get some rage up, and I can press the button, and as you can see, it shows the tooltip for Heroic Strike. And I'm just pressing that button and it works even when they're out of sync or in sync, which is nice. So thank you for watching this video. Please like the video, comment on the video, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.